touch your toes. Mama hung the laundry high, Daddy picked from dawn to dusk, and we learned the worth of $1 from sweat, not luck. We didn't have much money, but we had a little land, a rusted Ford, a patch of beans, and a callous Daddy's hands. Mama sang to us at night with a voice soft as dew, and taught us that the good Lord gives just what we're due. I'm the daughter of the cotton rose, raised where wildflowers grow, a front porch dreamer in her mama's hand-sewn clothes. I learned to fight with grace, to pray and work each day, and I carry every lesson in the woman I became. Yeah, I'm proud to be the daughter of the cotton road. I moved to town at 17, chasing stars I couldn't name. Worked a diner, sang on weekends, trying to earn a little fame. But no matter where I traveled or how bright the city lights, I still saw those cotton fields when I closed my eyes. 'Cause I'm the daughter of the cotton rose, where the hard winds blow, where love was strong and simple and roots don't let you go. I learned to hold my ground, to give without demand, and I carry home within me like the lines in my hand. Yeah, I'm proud to be the daughter of the cotton rose. Some folks run from where they come from, but that dirt's still in my soul. It made me who I am, it keeps me whole. Yes, I'm the daughter of the cotton rose, and the stories Mama told still echo when I'm lonesome, still warm me when I'm cold. I wear my roots like lace, stitched into my name, and I thank the Lord each morning for the price they paid. Yeah, I'll always be the daughter of those sweet, strong cotton rolls. She packed her past in a canvas bag, left a note on the fridge that said, "Don't be mad." Small town walls were closing in. She needed sky, she needed wind. Mama cried but didn't say stay. She knew her girl was built this way, with restless feet and a heart untamed, a soul too wild to ever change. She's chasing white skies with the sun on her face, no rear view mirror, no time to waste. She's got dreams that won't fit in these county lines, with her heart set on mountains and coastlines to find. She don't know just where she'll land, but she's following the flame. was late July on Grandpa's land, barefoot love in the tall wheat sand. He had a laugh that broke the night and a touch that made wrong feel right. We'd sneak off past the old oak tree, chasing fireflies and fantasies. He'd bring a jar of homemade peach shine. We'd sip slow till we crossed the line. Peach moonlight and 17, a borrowed blanket, a back road dream. His kiss was sweet, his words were wild, like the world stopped turning for a while. Thought forever burned that bright under peach moonlight. Fall came fast and swept him west. I stayed home and did my best to move on from what I can't replace, but every dust still holds his face. Peach moonlight and 17 faded photos, and in between he left more than a goodbye. Sometimes I still close my eyes and taste peach moonlight. Now I pass that same old field, wondering which parts were ever real. But hearts don't lie when they beat that loud. Even silence still feels proud. Peach moonlight in a young girl's heart, trying to make sense of falling apart. He was my once, he was my might. He's still a song I hum some nights. Not every love survives the flight, but I'll always have peach moonlight. She lit a match in the midnight dark, one suitcase and a shattered heart. Glass on the floor, silence too loud. A haunted house, she won't stick around. Storm rolling in like a long-lost friend. Sky bleeding fire from end to end. She don't flinch as the thunder calls. She's been through worse than what might fall. Now she's ashes in the wind. No more chains, know where she's been. She let the flames erase the pain, let the smoke wash off his name. No goodbye, no second glance, just tire tracks and desert sand. She's not broken, she begins, rising like ashes in the wind. Oh, oh. name. She's more than bruises, more than names. Now she's ashes in the wind, carving light from where she's been. No more hiding, no more fear. Her voice like thunder, sharp and clear. No more smoke to choke her skin. She's free, reborn and blowing in, like ashes in the He don't always say the right words, leaves his ox by the door. And when the world gets heavy, he shuts down, says no more. But I know where his heart is, even when he hides behind the silence. I still feel the man he is inside. So I love him anyway. Through the storms he brings my way. When he's proud and when he's wrong, when he stays too late or stays too long. He don't need to wear a crown to be the king I found. No, he's not always easy, but I love him anyway. He don't write no poems, ain't much for fancy things. But when I break, he holds me like he's mending porcelain. They don't see the nights he listens, or the way he says my name. He ain't perfect, never claimed it, but I love him just the same. Yes, I love him anyway. When he ain't got much to say, when he fumbles, when he falls, when his back's against the wall. He may never be a saint, but my love don't need him painted. He's mine in every way, and I love him anyway. Inside his flaws, and I know just who we are. So I love him anyway. Through the doubts and through the days, when it's hard and when it's sweet, when his pride won't let him weep. He's a man made out of trial, but he loves me all the while. So come what may, I'll love him anyway.
like someone trying, and more like grace. You light this room with just your face. The TV's on, but we don't care. Got popcorn in your tangled hair, your head on me, that soft exhale. And suddenly the world stands still. They talk about heaven like it's far away, golden streets and perfect days. But I don't need angels singing songs when I got your love all night long. No pearly gates, no sky to climb, just your hand holding on to mine. Whatever comes when this life ends, right here feels like heaven. Laugh at things I don't find funny, make sweet tea that's way too honey. You dance around in my old flannel, girl, your love's more than I can handle. They say forever lives above, but I found mine in every hug. I don't dream of some white cloud place when you kiss me slow and time gives grace. No choirs needed, no shining throne, just you and me when we're alone. If this is life, I'd never trade it. Right here feels like heaven. And if I go before you do, know I found heaven loving you. So let the stars shine where they may. I've got my light in you each day. No need to look beyond the blue, 'cause every prayer came true with you. No angel wings or world unseen, just your love wrapped around me. If this is it, then Lord, amen. Right here feels like heaven.
Silent word is written like that. It's like gas stairs, turning around and looking longing side. It's got a word for the road. You've often showed me sit never moan. They never stop, they'll set you astray or in down. When the silence burns, you were gifts to obey. Hidden from me, you'll have a doom. You're scaring out, she'd rhyme in all her song of top and the same. Would have kept away half that rain. And a store with a simple scroll, a Linda. When the silence down, it's what good wind waste the paper mine. A thought gets so it makes you glad for mine. But better to myself for home than that you saw the big miscarriage ago of the sea you're coming in storm. Those who ever love me, you can't eat till you're down. Nothing gold in a car by hope to come to the bell when the silence bell is what did we wasted at the line. The fucking storm makes it never know that will tear myself away, and now you are. Loving the moment, getting the coming up the sound. I gave them a hand, I make them not a proud. The silence burns.
Met a man at a truck stop diner, old boots, worn coat, eyes like fire. He said, son, you look lost in thought. Mind if I share what life has taught? He sipped his black coffee slow, tipped his hat and let it flow. You don't need luck to play this hand, just learn to fold when you can't stand. He said, life's a lonesome game, son, play it wise. Count your losses, chase no lies, know when to fight and when to bend, and don't bluff love you can't defend. The cards will fall, they always do, but how you lose says more about you. That's what he said, in a voice both calm and true. I asked him what he'd bet and lost. He stared like he could feel the cost. Some hearts ain't meant to stay in your hand. You hold too tight, they slip like sand. He said, life's a lonesome game, son, win or fold. You can't buy back the years you sold. So love with grace and walk away when the stakes are more than you can pay. The table turns, the lights grow dim. You'll know the truth when you're more like him. And he smiled like a man who knew the end. And as he left, he tipped his brim like he'd vanished on a desert wind. But his words still echo in my brain, like a train that don't explain. He said, life's a lonesome game, play it smart. Hold what matters close to heart. Know when to run, when to stay still, and never bet what you don't feel. The cards won't lie, and neither should you. Now I pass it on, like he passed it too.
Hey there, sweetheart. It's been a while. You look just like the memory I've been holding on to all this time. Mind if I sit for a minute? Just that same perfume,
like springtime in a southern room. And your smile still hits me like it used to do. Funny how some things don't fade with truth. I heard you moved 2 towns away, married a man who treats you okay. Well, I always hoped you'd find your peace, even if it didn't include me. But if you ever feel the wind calling back to yesterdays, where our names were carved on riverbanks and barefoot dreams would play, you'll still find a heart that never strayed too far apart. Hey there, sweetheart, I still know who you are. I ain't here to stir old pain, just needed to say your name. And let you know when night gets cold, you've still got someone who won't let go. So if you ever feel alone, like this world don't understand, you'll still find a song inside this quiet weathered man. I don't need a second start or even a brand new part. Just wanted you to know you'll always be my sweetheart. Well, I better go. You take care of yourself now. And if the wind ever brings you back through my door, you know where I'll be.
I've played to half-full bars and late-night TV lights, signed my name on paper napkins, prayed for better nights. Woke up in some motel with nothing but a tune, but I still shine these boots like I'll be famous soon. I'm a neon rodeo dreamer, chasing stars that barely gleam, singing songs on Broadway corners, holding tight to old big dreams. I might not have silver spurs or records on the wall, but when I step into that light, I feel 10 feet tall. Yeah, I'm a neon rodeo dreamer, still giving it my all. Mama said, boy, life ain't easy on the road, but I'd trade a steady job for just one sold-out show. when I hear the crowd, even just a few, it's enough to keep me pulling these worn out boots through. I'm a neon rodeo dreamer in this fringing faded coat, writing verses in the silence, hanging every line with hope. I ain't on the radio or the cover of a song, but every night I sing like I belong. Yeah, I'm a neon rodeo dreamer, still riding all night long. And maybe someday I'll hit that high, bright marquee with my name in the sky. But if I don't, at least they'll know I gave it hard and never let it go. I'm a neon rodeo dreamer, burning out, but still I shine, with a voice that won't give up and a worn out Gibson mind. From the county fair to a midnight dive, this cowboy soul is still alive. Yeah, I'm a neon rodeo dreamer, and I was born to ride.
The world fades out when you pull me close, like silence wrapping around my soul. I feel your heartbeat slow and true, and suddenly there's nothing I must do. No words to chase, no promises to keep, just the rhythm of your breath with mine in sync. I close my eyes and I fall so deep into a love that doesn't even have to speak. When you hold me still, like the moon holds the tide, time stops turning and I forget the fight. There's a calm in your touch, like the wind through the pines. You don't have to say a thing when you hold me still. I feel alive. Your hands are stars across my skin, and every trace says come back again. The night is long, but I'm not afraid. You're the light I never knew I craved. When you hold me still, like fire without flame, there's a whisper in the quiet that calls my name. Every breath becomes a sacred sign that here with you is where my soul aligns. And I don't need the world to know the way you love me, soft and slow. Just stay, just breathe, just be with me. When you hold me still, the storm fades away, and all I feel is the way you stay. In a moment so deep, it's beyond the thrill. There's nothing more real than when you hold me still.
chased the wind and never slowed down, always looking for a way out of town. But then you walked in, changed my view, turned my wild into something true. I was all noise, like a runaway train. Now I'm dancing in a summer rain. You laugh and the world makes sense. You took my soul off the defense. I'm better since you, stronger than before, like a sunrise kicking through a back porch door. You gave me reason, you gave me light, taught me how to love and do it right. I used to run, now I wanna stay. Woke up smiling every day. I don't know how, but it's all true. I'm better since you. I traded fast lanes for open skies and empty nights for your green eyes. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to be the man you saw in me. Yeah, I'm better since you, no doubt about it. Took my heart and you rewired it. You're my melody, my sweet refrain, like sunshine after endless rain. I was a storm, now I'm brand new. I'm better since you. All that I was led me to this, to your arms, to your kiss. Now every beat, every move is because of you. I'm better since you. Got my feet on the ground, but I still feel like I'm heaven bound. You brought me home just by being near, turned all my doubts into crystal clear. I don't need much, just your view, 'cause I'm better. Yeah, I'm better since you. I've seen the sunrise in your eyes more times than I could ever count. But every time it feels brand new, like the world's just spinning round you now. You don't need diamonds, don't need light, just the way you say my name at night. It's like a prayer I never knew could feel so right, so pure, so true. It's the way you love me still, even when I lose my way. When the world feels too heavy, you don't ask me to explain. You just lay your hand in mine, and the silence says it all. Yeah, the way you love me still is the reason I don't fall. You don't have to fix the storms I've made. You just hold me till they pass away. And somehow, without even trying, you teach me more with every day. It's the way you love me still, through the fire, through the doubt. Even when I shut you out, you never walk out. You just stand there in the quiet, with your heart so full and real. Yeah, the way you love me still is the only thing I feel. You don't change the world around me, you just show me how to stay. And that kind of love don't fade away. It's the way you love me still that keeps me breathing deep, like a song I never finished that plays in all my sleep. You're the steady in my story, the calm behind the thrill. And I thank God every morning for the way you love me still. Laid in my old red truck, mud on the tires out of pure bad luck. But she leaned on that fence, hair blowing free, grinned and said, "You look just right to me." I ain't got chrome or a big city grin, but I can two-step and haul some hay in. She don't want roses or velvet suits, she just likes a man who ain't afraid of roots. She likes my boots dirty, my flannel torn, a little grease on my hands from a tractor morn. She says the smell of diesel gets her heart racing, and cow print hats beat a hotel vacation. She don't need my tractor sexy, she threw my tractor sexy. We ride the fence line at 8:45. She packs the lunch, I bring the twine. She's got that sundress and muddy toes, and I swear right there my heart explodes. Yeah, she likes my boots dirty with working pride, says you in jeans is my favorite side. She'd rather dance in a barn than a ballroom floor, with sweat on my brow and a creaky door. She don't want gold, just real turn back. She like one gold till spaghetti. All them city boys don't understand, but this girl wants a callous tan. And when the dust kicks up, that's when she flirts, says a little dirt never hurt. Yeah, she likes my boots dirty, my cap turned low with the smell of pine and a fresh hay glow. She don't care for suits or downtown hurry, she's head over heels when my boots get dirty. Yeah, that country girl's love sure ain't blurry, she likes my boots dirty.
Here now, thank you, Brian, and hello to you, and I'll back and our this then the song, of course, and after you mentioned you're aware, thanks for so much to watching the guitar of a weird even like and sheer woman about it can raining sure that they would be on recording as a dinner, like the then I call you on. Well, I drive down then we're never listening at here in my two gen. We go and send down the video and thinking about your family forwarding. Been a tearing and there's nothing like they count. There's like they ting the bread in the town pull ready day.
I don't need no ocean view or fast car painted midnight blue. Don't care much for diamond rings, 'cause baby you outshine those things. I've seen sunsets on desert plains, but they ain't nothing next to your name. When you're wrapped up in my arms, this whole world feels small and calm. You're my everything good, my morning light, my reason to breathe, my sleep at night. I'd trade 1,000 dreams I planned for just one lifetime holding your hand. If this is all I ever stood, then I've already lived all I could. You're my everything right, my always true, and I could die a happy man. Loving you. We don't need Paris or Rome, I'd rather dance with you at home.
barefoot in the kitchen glow, to the beat of a love only we know. Yeah, you're my everything good, my calm in storm. You're my fire, my forever warm. I don't need a big parade. You make me proud in every way. If this is where my story stood, then I wouldn't change a single word. You're my everything clear, my sky so blue, and I could die a happy man, loving you. They say life's short and time won't stay, but I've had heaven every day. You're my everything good, my favorite song, my steady place when the road feels long. Don't need the stars or silver sand, just you forever, hand in hand. If I had to go, I surely would, smiling wide like a man should. 'Cause you've given me a love so true, and I could die a happy man. Loving you.
Got a rusty Ford and a Rebel plate, lifted high, she don't hesitate. Tailgate's dented, but the charm is fine, 'cause every girl waves when I roll that line. I ain't got chrome or city flash, but I got coolers, dogs, and cash. On Saturday nights I'm a rodeo show with a six-pack grin and a radio glow. They call me Tailgate Romeo, cruising slow where the sweethearts go. Got a hay-filled heart and a honky-tonk soul, with a truck bed line for a midnight stroll. Ain't no tux, ain't no fancy show, but baby, I'm your Tailgate Romeo. I picked up Queens and Cowgirl charm right out back of my uncle's farm. They don't ask much, just good clean mud and a little George Strait in the dashboard thud. Yeah, I'm the Tailgate Romeo, turning heads at the rodeo. Got a cooler full of dreams on ice and a seat for two if you're feeling nice. Ain't no rich man's cameo, just your down-home Tailgate Romeo. You got your Bentleys and Mercedes pride, but I got horsepower and four-wheel drive. And when that moon hits the gravel lane, you'll forget his last name. 'Cause I'm the Tailgate Romeo, playing slow jams on the radio, with a flannel shirt and a Friday smile. Come sit close, girl, stay a while. No need for diamonds, don't you know? You just met your Tailgate Romeo. I've been out too late, playing songs in smoke-filled bars, chasing dreams in dive towns, sleeping under neon stars. Got a wild streak, wider than the Rio Grande, but somehow she still calls me her man. She wakes up early while I'm stumbling in at 3. Coffee on the counter and forgiveness waiting on me. She don't preach, just shakes her head and stands. Yeah, Lord knows, she still calls me her man. She's got grace like Sunday morning and a fire like Friday night. She sees through all my wandering, but never gives up the fight. She don't need no silver promise, just a kiss and a crooked plan. I ain't perfect, but she still calls me her man. I missed a few birthdays, left chores undone, spent my last dime on whiskey and rum. But she's built to something I don't understand, 'cause rain or shine, she still calls me her man. She could've walked away 1,000 times, but love like hers don't quit, it climbs. And every time I think I've lost her trust, she holds me like grace holds dust. She's got grace like Sunday morning and a fire like Friday night. She sees through all my trouble, still believes I'll get it right. She don't ask for nothing fancy, just a heart and a steady hand. I may fall, but she still calls me her man. Yeah, I may fall, but she still calls me her man.
I don't need no ocean view or a fast car painted midnight blue. Don't care much for diamond rings, 'cause baby you outshine those things. I've seen sunsets on desert plains, but they ain't nothing next to your name. When you're wrapped up in my arms, this whole world feels small and calm. You're my everything good, my morning light, my reason to breathe, my sleep at night. I trade 1,000 dreams I planned for just one lifetime holding your hand. If this is all I ever stood, then I've already lived all I could. You're my everything right, my always true, and I could die a happy man loving you. We don't need Paris or Rome, I'd rather dance with you at home, barefoot in the kitchen glow, to the beat of a love only we know. Yeah, you're my everything my calming storm. You're my fire, my forever warm. I don't need a big parade, you make me proud in every way. If this is where my story stood, then I wouldn't change a single word. You're my everything clear, my sky so blue, and I could die a happy man loving you. They say life's short and time won't stay, but I've had heaven every day. You're my everything good, my favorite song, my steady place when the road feels long. Don't need the stars or silver sand, just you forever hand in hand. If I had to go, I surely would, smiling wide like a man should. 'Cause you've given me a love so true, and I could die a happy man loving you. Never said the words you need most, never held you close when you felt lost. I let the days just drift like smoke, and now I whisper to your goal. But I was still yours in the silence, even when my lips stayed closed. I carried your name in the quiet, like a prayer I never showed. If love was measured in the things we do, then maybe I failed to prove mine true. But I was still yours, yes, I was still yours in the silence. I saw the way your light began to fade, like sunset hiding in the Everglades. You waited there behind your smile, and I missed the pain by 1,000 miles. But I was still yours in the silence, though my arms forgot to say that you were the peace in my defiance, and the dream I let slip away. If time could turn its hands for me, I'd give you more than memory. But I was still yours, yes, I was still yours in the silence. Now I talk to the wind, hoping it knows where broken hearts and lost love go. You deserve more than what I gave, but even now I call your name. I was still yours in the silence, though I never said enough. And Maybe I missed our moment, but I never stopped the love. So if you ever wander through space and time, if you were ever truly mine, I was still yours, always yours in the silence. She's got boots up on the dashboard, hair blowing wild, singing every word like a small town child. Got that glance that hits like a Georgia heat, and a sway in her walk that knocks me off beat. She don't rush love, she just lets it roll like a two-lane dream with a gravel soul. And I ain't in no need for speed, I'm taking every curve with her next to me. She's my slow lane sweetheart, winding through my heart. Every turn she takes leaves a mark, like moonlight dripping on a midnight road. She's easy to read and harder to let go. A little wild, a little spark. She's my slow lane sweetheart. Takes a coffee sweet and her whiskey neat, barefoot dancing in a back porch beat. Ain't about likes, ain't playing cool. She's the rule-breaking queen of old school. Yeah, she's my slow lane sweetheart with that front seat charm and that kiss it away kind of art. She moves like honey through southern sun, and I ain't looking for anyone, but here she is stealing my chart, my slow lane sweetheart. She don't need high heels and neon lights, just a tank top grin and Friday nights. She's my slow lane sweetheart, cruising through my guard like she's mapped my heart from the very start. Yeah, love with her ain't hard to do, feels like country with a touch of cool. Got me wrapped up, falling apart for my slow lane sweetheart. Yeah.
She packed her bags, tied her fate to paper tags. But love's not caged in hometown rules. She was raised kind, but raised to move. She's got wings in her shoes, fire in her chest, a voice saying, girl, give it your best. Through winding roads and city lights, she's chasing stars through sleepless nights. She don't need reasons or goodbyes. She wasn't born to settle down. She was born to Maybe she'll fall, maybe she'll rise, but she'll never say she didn't try. She's got wings in her shoes and nothing to lose. She's writing her story in skies of blue. With every mile she learns to breathe. With every risk she starts to believe there's more to life than asking why. She's not afraid to aim the sky. Yeah, she was born to fly.
She walked in wearing red and gold, eyes like whiskey, heart ice cold. I told myself just turn around, but I was lost before a sound. Now I'm burning in her flame, can't outrun it, can't escape. She lit a match inside my soul, now I can't let go. Yeah, love's a wild, untamed game, and I'm burning in her flame. She don't kiss, she conquers fast, leaves you haunted by her past. The more I run, the more I fall, and I do it all, through it all. Now I'm burning in her flame, heartbeats pounding out her name. She pulled me in, no place to hide, like fire dancing in July. Yeah, love's a wild, untamed game, and I'm burning in her flame. Tried to douse it, tried to pray, but this heat just won't obey. Every breath she ever stole keeps me blazing out of control. Now I'm burning in her flame, don't regret a single day. She scorched my pride, lit up my past, but I'd still go back. Yeah, love's a wild, untamed game, and I'm burning in her flame. Yes, I'm burning in her flame.
Last time I saw her smile, was beneath an autumn sky so white. She said nothing, just held my hand and walked away. By the vast falling, soft and slow, as if the trees already knew that love like ours don't always stay, no matter how deep it grew. Now I sit by the window pane, watching time just slip like rain. I give the world to see again the last time I saw her smile. They say that hearts will mend with time, but some cracks just don't close. And in the quiet of this room, her memory still softly glows. Now I sit by the window pane with nothing left but her name. If I had one more chance somehow to see the last time I saw her smile. Candles low, the night is kind to lonely hearts and quiet minds. And though she's gone 1,000 miles, I still see her smile.
Skipping school, fishing lines and breaking rules, truck bed packed with ice and cokes, old Hank playing through the radio, Katie wore that cut-off tee, sunburned smile just for me. We'd swing out on that old rope swing and land like kings in a muddy dream. Down by Cedar Creek, where the water runs wide and the summer sneak, up like fire through July heat, barefoot hearts and no ID. Learn more about life on those lazy days when school books ever tried to say we were wild, free, young and sweet. Down by Cedar Creek. Dad said, boy, work hard and pray, but I just wanted to slip away to where the catfish bite and the girls all smile and time don't matter for a little while. Down by Cedar Creek, where the water runs wide and the summer sneak, up like fire through July heat, barefoot hearts and no ID. We laughed till the stars came out to play and kissed under moonlight, drifting haze, nothing fancy.
the memories never fade. Still hear that river call my name every time it starts to rain. Down by Cedar Creek, where the stories rise and the world feels deep, where every splash was wild and free, and time slowed down for you and me. We were reckless, loud, and 17, living life like a country dream. Yeah, I left my heart knee-deep down by Cedar Creek.
She grew up on a gravel lane with Sunday bells and summer rain. Daddy said, girl, don't dream too high, but she kept looking to the sky. She painted sunsets in her mind and traced her name on every sign. Said, I ain't meant to just get by, there's something out there past this sky. She's got wings in her shoes, hope in her hands, a map in her heart, and a one-way plan to chase the sun beyond the fields where dreams feel real and fear can heal. She don't know where, but she knows why. She wasn't born to stand in line. No, she was born to fly. Mama cried when she packed her bags, tied her fate to paper tags. But love's not caged in hometown rules. She was raised kind but raised to move. She's got wings in her shoes, fire in her chest, a voice saying, girl, give it your best. Through winding roads and city lights, she's chasing stars through sleepless nights. She don't need reasons or goodbyes. She wasn't born to settle down. She was born to fly. Maybe she'll fall, maybe she'll rise, but she'll never say she didn't try. She's got wings in her shoes and nothing to lose. She's writing a story in skies of blue. With every mile she learns to breathe, with every risk she starts to believe there's more to life than asking why. She's not afraid to aim the sky. Yeah, she was born to fly. You've been walking through the storm so long, we soak through shoes and a half-heart song. Sky's been gray for far too wide, and you've forgotten how to shine. I see the weight behind your eyes, trying so hard just to survive. But darling, take a breath, be still. You don't have to climb every hill. There's a light after the rain, a dawn beyond this pain. You may not feel it yet, but love is not in vain. Even broken wings can heal, and time will let you feel the sun come back again. There's a light after the rain. You hide your tears behind your smile, keep the world out for a little while, but you're more brave than you believe. Even when you struggle to breathe, there's a light after the rain, a gentle golden flame. You are not forgotten, you're not to blame. Let the clouds pass through, the sky's still blue for you, and joy will bloom again. There's a light after the rain. And when you feel like giving in, I'll sit beside you till the end. There's a light after the rain, and love still knows your name. Though the winds may howl, you will remain. So lift your face once more, open that heart you wore. The storm will break and so will chains. There's a light after the rain.
I tried my luck in LA town. Fast talk, fast cars, they just wore me down. Ran the race but lost my way. Now I'm back where the longhorns graze. I'm slowing down in Texas, taking back my time. No more chasing nothing that ain't mine. Got a front porch view and a peace of mind. Let the world keep spinning, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm slowing down in Texas, one breath at a time. They said I'd make it if I played their game, but their kind of fame just ain't the same. Now it's sweet iced tea and a warm sunrise, where folks say hey and mean it right. I'm slowing down in Texas, where the grass still grows, where nobody minds if the tractor's slow. Got boots on dirt and stars to guide. Let the city lights fade, I'll take this life. Yeah, I'm slowing down in Texas, where my soul feels right. Might not have gold or silver chains, but I've got skies that never change. And a dog that waits out by the gate. Tell me that ain't living great. I'm slowing down in Texas, where the living's kind, where my heart beats in a simpler time. Let the world go rushing blind, I'll be here with peace to find. Yeah, slowing down in Texas, and
just fine.
Cradle before sunset, I'll be gone with the breeze. Got a saddle sore heart and callous dreams. Riding fence for $1, playing songs for a bit, chasing freedom in echoes I ain't caught yet. 'Cause I was born to chase the wind, rolling like the dust on a southbound bend. Love's tried to hold me, but I don't stay. I give my heart to the wide highway, and if you see me down that stretch again, I'll be in Laredo before sunset. I've played shows for a plate and left towns in the rain. Got a letter once saying don't come back again. But I ain't bitter, no, I still smile. It's a hard life, but it's worth each mile. 'Cause I was born to chase the wind, let the fences fall, let the story spin. I've lost good women and friends who stay, but I find my peace in the empty plains. So if you ask me where I'm headed, then I'll be in Laredo before sunset. I ain't got much but this worn guitar, a busted up truck, and a few old scars. But Lord, I've lived more than I've planned, with the sky above and the reins in hand. Yeah, I was born to chase the wind, following songs where the map gets thin. They say I'm foolish, say I roam, but I've never called one place home. And if I never see her face again, I'll still be in Laredo before sunset. Yes, I'll ride to Laredo before sunset.
I was drowning in my vices, like smoke on a Saturday night, chasing bottles, burning bridges, trying to outrun the light. Then you walked in slow and steady, with a smile I wasn't ready. Took
one touch, just one word, and the weight I carry turning dirt. You're like southern bourbon, smooth when the world turns rough, sweet like molasses, strong enough to pull me out when I've had too much. I was lost, but now I'm certain you go down warm like southern bourbon. I was bitter, burned, and broken, like a match too quick to strike. But you poured your love in silence and turned my wrong into right. You're like southern bourbon, a fire that don't leave scars, golden honey in a mason jar, healing every worn out part. I was falling, now I'm learning how to live again with southern bourbon. They say the good things wait, grace, and I taste that truth in your embrace. You're like southern bourbon, sipping slow on a porch at dusk. You burn just right, not just for lust, but for love that I can trust. You saved me without a sermon, just like southern bourbon.
Thick night in a nowhere town, when the sheriff got a call, said you better come down. They found Tom Gray by the old mill door, with blood on his hands and boots on the floor. His brother Joe had been missing since dawn, and everyone said Tom did him wrong. But I was there when the rain came fast, and buried in the river's path. But the river knows what the town won't say. It holds dark secrets and it won't give him away. They ain't Tom Gray come to break a day, but the guilty walked while the good men paid. They lit the torch, they made their show, but the river Martha Lee wore her hair in curls, but her lies could tear apart a world. She told the law she saw the fight, but she was sneaking out past midnight. I kept quiet as the trial went fast, knew the truth but feared the past. Tom said, sis, don't say a thing, some sins ain't worth remembering. But the river knows and it still runs red. It carries voices of the wrongfully dead. They wrote their tale like it's all been said, but the truth won't drown, it floats instead. You can burn the notes, break the roads, but the river knows. was me on that July night. Saw Martha hide the bloody knife, and though they begged for me to tell my side,